Why did I start making YouTube videos? I got increasingly fed up with every complaint about the black man from next to everyone who has a voice and a platform to vent their opinion without being checked. I got fed up with every woman with entitlement issues who couldn't hold a relationship down for more than 18 months, blaming that on men rather than consider for a brief moment they've actually forgotten what a relationship really is. I got fed up with women who had kids with men they wasn't committed to in the first place, then blaming the behaviour of their kids on the man that was apparently never there. Well, so they say. They've completely forgotten that the buck now falls on them, considering that they chose single motherhood, and being the independent baby mothers that they claim they are, they should be able to raise well-rounded children as they don't need a man and they're the backbone of society. I'm fed up with women that now insist that when a black man says similar things to this, they then insist that it's self-hating, and I don't respect my own mother, like these sexually liberated morons are remotely anyway similar to any of our mothers. I get fed up with the fact that men no longer make a female work for their time or even prove she's worth it because they'd rather engage in pussy worship, making women now think that a man that insists on standards that many women can't reach today is therefore a man with issues and he can't deal with women or can't handle a strong, independent black woman. I'm fed up with the fact that I have a lot of younger male relatives that do not fit the stereotypes illustrated by racists like the blog writer Rod Liddles or thug-blaming Uncle Toms on YouTube who can't score, or just repeat what they've heard about thugs, making a ridiculous connection of that to fatherlessness, or just can't compare themselves to anyone else other than thugs. I'm fed up with bitter black females who have a scrapbook full of nonsense packed full of propaganda about the black man, where many of these women can't even inspire their friends with benefits to take them to Nando's for a meal, and are not even proximate to any man that would truly want them anyway. I'm fed up because this thug stigma will immediately be attached to these young black men the minute that they put a New Era cap on or a hoodie, or they decide to listen to music out loud on their phone when they're sitting on the bus. The young men in our generation will have no idea how to handle this stigma because their single mothers don't know how to teach them how to handle it, as their father isn't there in many cases because the mother won't allow him to be there, making the sons capable only of woman worship and a bad habit of turning the other cheek when a woman violates him and his manhood, probably by some bad-minded female that grew up in the same conditions. I'm fed up with knowing that the men that will react to this with even an ounce of anger will be treated even more suspiciously by spectators that don't see the big picture, i.e. thug blamers and Uncle Toms, who will now insist that such a man is dangerous to women because men like them are so much better. That's right, Mr. Good Black Man, I'm talking to you. You've done well keeping yourself in check, but you've got no reasonable antidote for other black men who you label as thugs, even when in many cases that is not so. I've heard men on YouTube say that most black men are thugs, yet you never hear a woman say that most women are hoes, completely forgetting that one day you, as a black man, might be misjudged by an unstreetwise individual who feels a lot safer putting you in the same category that you put the thugs that you love to hate. I don't care if you're a good black man. I don't care if you wear a suit to work. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how many degrees you have. I don't care about your entitlement issues with women. And I don't care if you don't think you're a pussy beggar. Because remember this, when push comes to shove, you're still a black man. I'm fed up with the fact that just by me talking about child support matters makes an uncomprehensive, scheming, low IQ female make the redundant assumption that I wouldn't be a father to my own children when the time comes, yet my selfless regard to other young males who I don't even know personally by making such videos and offering advice to those who ask for it pretty much show I would have an uncompromised dedication to the future of my children, which is very likely to outshine the overrated / mediocre parenting skills of these baby mothers who let their kids sleep or play Nintendo DS while their link comes round and fucks their brains out in the next room, yet such a woman would have the nerve to question me. I'm fed up that the only language most women understand from men today is pussy begging, with a touch of nodding dog syndrome to anything that a woman says on any topic, and then think that I and men like me have issues when I tell you to go fuck yourself when you try and get my attention with your putrid self and tell me, what about the men? I'm fed up that I get shunned because I don't approve of the travesty these women call a relationship, leading to a marriage on her terms, which today is a death trap. And men didn't need me to say that, they've been saying this for years, even before Heavenly Truth 1 came along. I'm fed up that women think that having a child and a relationship is a right and we owe them all of the above just because you flooded the market with loose pussy. I'm fed up with baby mother culture becoming as casual as GCSE resits, and the inability to build, salvage and repair a relationship has become a standard with all of these independent divas. Remarry, have more abortions and have more baby daddies. You go, girl. No, You go fuck yourself. I'm fed up that women regard this as woman bashing rather than whore bashing. Get it right. If you're offended, you're not a lady. You're a human with a vagina.